If you're Black and single, watch this to understand what's really happening without blaming yourself, because I'm about to give you the real proof nobody says out loud. And stay with me, because the last part is the one that makes you go, oh, so it's not me. Okay, let's talk. Because being Black and single, it comes with some extra features. And no, before anybody starts acting brand new, I'm not saying other women don't date. Obviously, everybody dates. I'm saying sometimes it feels like we're playing the same game with a slightly different rule book. And half the time, you're not even unlucky. You're just not willing to be played. Okay, guys, before we get into it, hit that subscribe button because we're doing clarity, not confusion. And if you're ready to stop chasing and start choosing yourself, follow me and let's rebuild your love life, your confidence, and your peace together. Today's another day of choosing yourself, and it starts now. Okay, picture this. You match with him, he's cute, he's consistent, he's texting like an adult, no WID, no disappearing for 48 business days. You're like, oh wow, a real person. So you go on the dates, you're soft, you're feminine, you're laughing, the vibe is actually good. And then, out of nowhere, he starts doing that thing. You know the thing. He goes, you're cool, but you seem like you're used to getting your way. And you're sitting there like, sir, I'm used to getting respect. Is that a problem? Then he follows it up with, you're different. And it sounds cute for like half a second, but somehow it lands with a warning label, like he's trying to figure out how to manage you instead of enjoy you. And right there, that is a piece of the reality, because being Black and single is not always about nobody wants you. Sometimes it's about people trying to shrink you down to something they can control. Alright, now let's break it down because I want you to walk away from this video with clarity, not more questions. First reality, a lot of the time you're not single because you're hard to love. You're single because you have discernment. Like some people date for vibes, we date for alignment. We date for safety, we date for, does my nervous system feel calm around you? And that makes dating feel slower, yes, but it also means you're not tolerating nonsense just to say you're not single. Because if he's inconsistent, you're not like, let me chase harder. You're like, ew. Some men are used to women being available on Tuesdays at 2:11 p.m. with no notice. Baby, we have schedules, we have skincare, we have standards. Please book an appointment. And if you've ever been called too picky, stay right there because I'm about to explain why that's not even the insult they think it is. Now, second reality. People love the idea of a strong Black woman until it's time to treat her with softness. Like because you're capable, they assume you don't need romance. Because you're confident, they assume you don't need reassurance. And because you're independent, they assume you don't need consistency. No, babe, I want effort. I want gentleness. I want emotional safety. I want someone who doesn't make me feel like I'm asking for too much when I'm literally asking for the basics. And this part is soft, but it's true. Sometimes we carry ourselves so well that men think we don't need anything, so they give us less. Not because we don't deserve more, because they think we'll accept crumbs with a smile. And we're not doing that anymore. I can pay my own bills and still want you to open the door. Both can be true. I might be strong, but I could be soft as well. Now, third reality, there are men who don't want to date you. They want to humble you. They'll act interested, but the moment they feel you have standards, they'll start tossing little comments to see if you will shrink. You seem like high maintenance, you're intimidating, you're used to getting your way. Let me translate. They're nervous. They're not saying you're too much. They're saying you're not easy to manipulate. Because a man who genuinely likes you doesn't try to humble you. He tries to keep you. And I know some people are like, Sasha, but maybe he's just joking. Okay, jokes are supposed to be funny. If it feels like a test, it's not humor. It's a boundary check. You're not hard to love, babe. You're just not easy to use. Reality number 4, you're not competing with women, you're competing with chaos. Now, fourth reality, Black women aren't losing to other women. A lot of the time, we're losing to men's fear of responsibility because you're not asking for a cute little good morning text. You're asking for consistency, intention, emotional maturity, stability, leadership. And some men hear that and go, phew, that's a lot, because they were hoping you would accept vibes and potential and let's see where it goes. Some men want a girlfriend, but they want her to come with no options, no needs, no boundaries, and no expectations. So basically, they want a houseplant. Okay, picture this again, different scene. You're at a work event, you're dressed nice, you're friendly, you're warm, you're not even trying to flirt, you're literally networking like a grown woman. And a man approaches you and he's interested, but he starts talking to you like you're a motivational speaker instead of a woman. He's like, I love black women, y'all are so strong. And you're like, thank you, but can I just be cute? Because I don't want to be strong right now. I want to be adored. I want to be chosen softly. Now, fifth reality, dating apps can feel like a circus. And if it's been exhausting, I need you to hear me clearly. It's not because you're not desirable. Sometimes it's low effort. Sometimes it's projection. Sometimes it's men who want attention but not responsibility. And sometimes it's the weirdest messages you've ever seen in your life. Picture this. He matches with you and his first message is, so what do you bring to the table? Sir, I am the table. I am the chairs. I am the centerpiece. I am the reservation. Be serious. Or, I usually don't go for black girls, but, and you know what? That's when you close down the app, go warm up your leftovers because you're not about to become somebody's social experiment. Okay, here's the payoff. The part that's not what you think. The reality of being black and single is not that you're undesirable, love. A lot of the time, it means you've evolved past bare minimum love. It means you have boundaries. It means you have self-respect. It means you can feel manipulation early and you don't entertain it. And that makes the dating pool look smaller because you're not swimming with everyone. You're only swimming where it's safe. Sometimes being black and single hurts more because people assume you're fine. They assume you're unbothered. They assume you don't need tenderness. But wanting love doesn't make you weak. Wanting partnership doesn't make you desperate. Wanting to be chosen with care doesn't mean you're asking for too much. You're not too much. You're just not for someone who needs you to be less. So what do we do with this reality? 4 things. 1, stop auditioning. You don't have to prove you're worthy of effort. Effort is the bare minimum. 2, make warmth visible without chasing. You can be soft and open without becoming available to nonsense. 3, choose intention over attention. Attention is cheap. Intention costs something. 4, never normalize disrespect as chemistry. If he offends you early and calls it flirting, he's testing boundaries, not building connection. And that's why the reality isn't what you think, because being black and single isn't a flaw. It's often a sign that you're refusing to settle for love that makes you feel small. So if you need a reminder today, you're not behind, you're not broken, you're not unlovable, you're just not available for chaos. And the right man won't be intimidated by that. He'll be relieved because he's looking for a woman just like you. No, I love you enough to tell you the truth, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.